All right. So welcome everyone. Welcome to this Tuesday noon practice. Ardha chandrasana is going to be our peak pose, which really just means that as we're working towards ardha chandrasana, the work lies in the building, the process, the practicing, right, of warrior two. And moving into being able to stand well on one leg. So it's big balance, okay? Hip opening, balance. So from your down dog, feel free here to pedal it out, to move around, to let yourself spread wide. I want you to push the chest back. Everybody looks really good. This is an opportunity for you to kind of move in a freeform style. One of the important things about this type of practice, which I think is really working into the edge of the beauty of it, is that you're really learning how to take care of yourself within the space that you're in, right? So regardless of what's going on around you or in you, whatever you have to face this morning or later after the practice, this practice is still here for you, right? Regardless of circumstances. All right, 3 more breaths, wherever you are, being still in down dog or moving around in it. Good. Lovely. All right, so from your downward dog, if you'll roll forward into your plank position, we'll come into plank, and we'll just take a few breaths in plank, just to lengthen out, to pull that tailbone line. You can move a little forward and back to kind of open up the heels a little bit more. Good. And then we're going to drop our knees down one at a time, nice and wide, for child. So the toes will come towards each other, but they don't need to touch. And you'll push your hips back towards your heels. And you'll come all the way down to your chest. Good. So allow yourself to come down into the floor. Let your head come to rest on the ground. And then notice your breath. So ardha chandrasana, which is half moon, is a posture that needs to be brought into the practice with attention, right? It's a very attentive pose. It's big and bright. So I want you to really come into this feeling tone of what big and bright means for you. And perhaps that's a memory that you recall when you felt your most big and brightest, or when you recall that light shining from someone else. And just let yourself kind of feel that in your body. Because no matter what the pose looks like from my eyes or in your mind, right? Sometimes we move into a pose and we think, oh my gosh, this is not right, this looks terrible, I'm falling out, whatever. Throw that away. It's all about how does it feel. So we'll start from there, big and bright in the body. Take another deep breath here, you child's. Good, 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 good. All right. So go ahead and we'll roll forward into tabletop now. And from our tabletop, we'll move into some cats and cows. So exhaling, rounding the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, scoop the heart. Moving through cat and cow. You can close your eyes. Sometimes in this practice that can be extremely helpful to do that. Remembering that it's especially important in this style of practice as we get really more accustomed to it, as we embrace it, that this is about your listening skills. You can always come back to the video if you have access to that. Or you can just move through it and let your body, right, feel the feels. A couple more cats and cows. Good. All right, so we're gonna walk our knees back just a little bit here, and then we're gonna do a few bird dogs here, and then some gatekeepers, and then we'll climb up into some sun salutations to warm the body. So from your tabletop, push your right foot back behind you. The toes are off the ground. I'm gonna push my heel away here, okay? So as I'm really igniting the legs, I'm feeling a little lighter in my hands. My left fingertips are gonna walk forward and then float up. Good. So come into your balance here. Pull the belly in, look down at the floor, lean a little forward, press a little deeper into the left. Relax, feel big and bright. Good, keep going. Play with pointing the right toe and see how that feels for you. Do you like it pointed? Are you more connection to center? Pointed toe or flexed? One more breath. Good. Then the left hand will go down and you'll bend the right knee, and I'm going to make some nice circle shapes with my knee. So my right knee is going around in a circle. Lift as high as you can. A few more times. Good. And then we're going to keep our right knee lifted up. So my right knee is up and my foot is flexed. And I'm going to push my knee up as high as it'll go and pause. And then I'm going to bring my knee down and squeeze to the left knee and then extend the right knee back up. And we'll do this a few times. Good. One more time. And then the right knee will come down. Take a breath here. So if you get a little stuck in your wrists, you know, especially if you haven't practiced in a while, you can turn the palms of the face up, move around in your wrists a little bit. So always give yourself a little bit of wrist love here. And then we're going to go to the other side. So from tabletop, pressing down into fingertips, belly in, left foot steps back behind you. Good. Lift the left toes, push the heel away, pull the belly in nice and tight. So you're really strong here. The tailbone is long. Right arm reaches forward and floats up. So we're not adding on any movement here. We're not curling in, but we're just lengthening. I want you to feel big and bright. Good. Pull the belly and the front ribs in deeper. Good. Now maybe point the left toes and see how that feels. So just kind of notice what feels better to you. Notice the top of the left hip. A couple more breaths here. Push. Midline. Good. And the right hand will go down, and you'll bend the left knee, and you'll make some nice big circle shapes, moving out and back and down. And your head can hang here. Close your eyes, just feel the movement in your body. When we move into ardha chandrasana, which is a big pose, we'll do so from tadasana, which is mountain standing pose. So that way there'll be lots of options for modifications if you're brand new, right, to the pose. One more time around. Good. Left knee comes down. Keep your knees in fairly close together, hips to heels, just for a moment to lengthen the low back. Push your hands down and forward. Drop your head. One more deep breath. Good. And then we'll tuck the toes under and we'll lift the hips up and back again for downward dog. So lift it up. Take your feet a little wider apart. Look at your knees, look at your shins, look at your toes. Keep them all facing forward. Pull the belly in and press back. Good. Move your head from side to side. Good. So notice your tailbone here. See if you can turn the tail under and then let it slightly roll back up. Just very naturally. Don't thrust it up. So it goes under and then up. It's very subtle movement. Slowly walk your feet forward. So nice and slow. The top of your mat. And once we get there, we'll take a breath and halfway lift and then exhale, fold down. Good. Move your head forward and back here. One more. Good. All right, so let your feet move wide apart And then you're going to turn your toes out. So my feet are wide apart and my toes are slightly out. You could have them on the mat or wider. And then we're going to bring our hands, our elbows to the tops of our thighs. Good. And lengthen the tailbone. Take a few breaths. So really engaging the legs here. Relax your jaw. Good. Take a few more breaths. Last one. You look great. Good. And then slowly come down into a squat. So elbows on the inner knees, and you can bring your hands together at your heart. If squats aren't great for you, come to a block and sit. You know, I bring props to the mat every single time I practice, whether with you or by myself. We're in a studio. They're important to have. Eventually, I will make sure you all have them if you don't, just for your own benefit. A couple more breaths here. They're really great for balance poses like ardha chandrasana. All right, so we're going to tip forward a bit. Keep the toes wide, bring the elbows back to the thighs. Pull the belly in, look down. Good. You can stay right here. You make it a little bit more challenging. Bring your hands to your heart. So it's kind of like a goddess pose. My tailbone is long, my knees are wide. So my knees are wide, friends. 3, 2, 1. Push down to rise. Toes turn in. Good. Walk your toes in towards each other. Bring the legs in. Arms reach up overhead. Nice deep breath. Big breath. Exhale, lean to the right. Good. Lean. Good. A little deeper. Strong legs. Reach up. Exhale to the left. Good. Lean. Good. You look great. A little deeper. Inhale up. Exhale, hands go behind your back. Interlace your fingers, right? The thumb is crossed on the other. Pull the shoulders back. So really draw those shoulders back into the body. Legs are narrow. Good. Take a breath. One more. Good. Begin to bend your knees and fold forward. So try to lay your chest on your thighs, your belly on your thighs. Push your arms forward. Good. A couple more cycles of breath here. Last one. Good. Then the hands will release down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to rise. Reach up, big breath. And exhale, swan dive back down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, come all the way up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Just one more like this. Inhale, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, come up. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. So really make sure you're using your legs here. Really standing well, finding your feet. Arms reach up overhead, breathe in. Exhale, lean to the right, push. Good, stretch. I really want you to push. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, lean to the left, push. Belly in, push. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, hands behind the back again, chin to chest. Inhale, look up, big breath. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Good, push. Lift the sit bones, even if the knees are bent. One more breath. Good, inhale, we'll find chair. So you'll drop into your seat, arms will reach up. Take a breath. Hands come to your heart, we're gonna twist to the right. So turn to the right, you can stay high, or you could bind your elbow down, right? So stay high or bind the elbow. One more breath. Inhale, come back to the center, stand up, big breath. Exhale, find chair. Hands come to the heart. You can twist to the left high, or you can bind low. Take a breath. Just warming up our spine. Yeah, good. Come back to the center, stand up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, step back to plank. Take a deep breath in plank. Exhale, knees come down, belly, chest, and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Take a breath. Good. Exhale. So either hips to heels for child, or you could turn the toes under legs together and push up into a half plank or a full plank to downward dog. So those are your options. Take a breath. Good. Slowly walk forward, starting with the opposite foot. Top of the mat, breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, big breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. I'll turn my fan on, it's hot. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Hands come down, step back to plank. Use the opposite foot first. So you know the options of your chaturanga, right? Knees, chest, and chin, full chaturanga. Beginning next month, we'll have a whole tutorial that will be open to everyone about that. One more breath. Exhale, bring it down your way. Inhale, opening the heart. And exhale, back to downward dog. So a lot of it is, building strength in your body, honoring how your body feels today. And a lot of it is about conserving energy for what's to come. I know I've got a busy day ahead of me. Take another breath and another 2 practices to teach. So I'm going to skip the chaturanga today. Slowly walk it forward, leading with the opposite foot. Come to the top of the mat, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more just like this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, hands come down, step back, leading with the opposite foot. Find plank, breathe in. Exhale, carry it down. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Take a breath. Good. Slowly walk forward using the opposite foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Take your feet wider apart, maybe to the edges of your mat or wider. Toes are anchoring out. Bend your knees and bring your elbows to your thighs. Turn your tail under. Lean into your heels so your toes are kind of floating, they're wiggling. Take a few breaths here, shoulders down the back. Belly in. Good. You want to make it more challenging. You can bring the hands to the heart. Bring the hands up. So it's kind of like this goddess, like shorter goddess pose. But pull the knees wide. You push, push, push the knees wide. One more breath. Inhale, stand up slow. Lift the quads. Good. Arms overhead. Toes turn forward. Take a breath. Good. Hands come to the heart. Good. Feet step in together. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Step back to plank. You can add a vinyasa on here, or you can just come to downward facing dog. Good. Take a few breaths. We'll meet in downward dog. From downward dog, your right leg is going to reach up and back, and you're going to bend the knee and roll the hip open. So you did this from your tabletop, making some nice circle shapes with your knee. Try to keep your left knee, shin, and toes facing forward. So take a look at your left leg. Good. One more time around. And then you're going to step your right foot forward. Good. We're going to turn to the long edge of the mat. Toes are turning in, heels are out, side to side. So really warming up our hips and our legs, along the side body, belly. Good. You can keep the hands down, or you could have the hands high if you want. You can take these slow, or you can move faster. Completely up to you. Good. Good. Next time you're over to the right foot, pause. Good. Pause here. Slowly turn back forward. Right foot forward, left foot back. Good. Take a breath. Drop the hips a little lower. Left hand is down. Right arm is up. Breathe. You can always have the left knee all the way to the ground. Good. One more breath. Good. We're going to open into warrior two. So the back heel comes down. You're going to rise up to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Take a breath. Arms reach up overhead. Both legs are straight. Exhale, warrior two. Right knee bends. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop down. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Look over those right fingertips. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel your hands down to the earth. Good. Look forward. Step to the top of your mat. So you can take several steps or one big one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, come all the way to rise. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, swan dive down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back. Good. Take a deep breath. So you can move through your vinyasa here, or you can move right into downward dog. So whatever's better for you, right? So vinyasa or down dog. From your downward dog, we'll take a breath. Good. And then we'll let that left leg sweep up, and we'll bend the knee and we'll open it. And you'll make some nice big circle shapes here. Circle, circle, circle. Good. And then take a look at your right leg and try to get your right leg to face forward. The thigh, the shin, the knee, the toes. Good. Press it back. Just a couple more times. Good. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, step it forward. Good. Take a breath here. Nice deep breath. Love it. Love, love, love. Turn to the long edge of your mat. Good. So we'll move from the long edge of the mat side to side. That's Skandasana pose again, right? So you've been here before. Side to side. And you can make it very similar or very different. We're warming things up. It can be shallow or deep. Fast or slow. It should feel good though. Grease the joints. Good. All right, so next time that you find yourself over to that left foot, you'll pause. Then you'll turn forward. Your feet are on train tracks. Dip the hip down a little bit. Take a breath. Right hand steps out. Twist to the left. Take a deep breath here. Good. Let your hand come down. Back heel turns down. Warrior two. Good. Keep that front knee bent. And then we'll straighten our left leg. Arms reach up overhead. Big breath. Exhale back to warrior two. So we're going to float around in this. And as you're floating around, warming up these areas, allowing the tendons to warm, the joints to grease a little bit, your breath to flow, just making you more comfortable for standing in it for a little bit. One more time. Land on warrior two. Look over your left fingertips. Reverse, reverse. Good. Cartwheel the hands down to the earth. Look forward. Step to the top of your mat, either a little bit or a lot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Take your feet wider apart, all the way to the edges, toes are out. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We'll add a squat on here in the middle. So go ahead and bend your knees a bit. Bring your elbows so you know where we are. Right? You can be here, belly's in, or you could be here. Knees are pushing out wide though, please. Bring up, arms up. Lean into the heels, the toes are light. Pull the belly in deeper, push the knees out. Good. And then you go straight down into a squat. You can bring the hands down first. So come down into your squat. Good. Take a few breaths here. Move around in it. You're doing so great. Good. All right, belly pulls in. Relax your jaw. Find your breath. Good. All right, slowly press down to rise. Use your legs. Push. Once you're up, squeeze your butt. Let the toes turn in. Arms reach up. Feet are still wide. Bring your feet together or close together. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, swan up, down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Hands will come down. Left leg steps back. Good. If you want to add on vinyasa, you will. Otherwise, you're going to stay right here with the right foot forward. Okay? So, varying degrees of things that stop us in our practice, different for different people. So as we move here with legs apart in warrior two legs, you always have the option to move your vinyasa or downward dog to step forward, okay? Otherwise, you stick it here. All right, with the right foot forward, everyone, and the left foot back, however you got there. Take a breath. Good. We're going to turn our back heel down. We're going to open to warrior two. Good. So I want you to spread out a little bit here. Look down, right heel dissects with the middle of the left leg, the left arch, right? So here. Make sure you got that. Arms reach out, take a breath. So feel wide across your chest here. You're gonna bring your arms behind your back and interlace them. Take a breath. Look over your right shoulder, drop in. All right, so pull your ankles to the floor, look over that right shoulder, big breath. Straighten the front leg. Lean a little over your right leg here. So you can have your right knee kind of bent. If it's perfectly straight, you're really engaging the knee. Arms behind your back. Look over your left shoulder. Big breath. So you can take this as deep as you want and go lower and lower and lower, or stay upright. Use your core. You need it for ardha chandrasana. One more breath. Back to warrior two. Arms are free. Reverse. Good. Back to warrior two. Reverse. Back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Pause. Right arm reaches forward. Right hand goes down. Left hand goes to the hip. Pull the belly in. Look over your left shoulder. You can be right here, or you can go deeper. You can bring your hand down to the floor or arm up overhead, but you want to be long in the side body. Take a breath. One more. Open to the heart. Look down at the floor. Soften your front knee. Push down. Warrior two. Reverse. Back to warrior two. Reverse. Side angle. Right forearm comes to the top of the thigh. Pause. Long in the right ribs, long in the left ribs. Drop down, squeeze your left leg. Hand can stay low, reach up, or you can extend over the ear. Your right hand could always come down to the floor, to a block, fingertips, fist. As long as you're not dumping. See, I'm starting to dump. So I'll be here today. One more breath. Hands come down to the ground. Take your time. Turn your left toes, right? So your toes are facing forward. Take a breath. So we're going to hop our left foot in about halfway. Bring it to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So it's called intense leg stretch or pyramid pose. If you had a block or, gosh, even like a chair or coffee table, you could bring your hands there. Take a couple of breaths here. Good. So from this pose, before we come to the top of the mat, bring your right hand down inside your foot or right in front of the foot. And bring your left hand to your hip and turn your left toes out. So my left toes are turning out, so they're going to face you. And I'm just going to pull my tailbone long. And when I pull my tailbone long, it keeps my fanny from leaning up and my belly from dropping. I'm pulling it in. And then I might kind of lift up. Just feel the feels here. This is kind of like our chandrasana, but on both legs. One more breath. Good. All right, rotate back down. Look forward. Option. Press into the right leg, let the left leg lift. Take a breath. Or you have both feet on the ground. If you can hear the left leg lifted behind you, you can always rise into warrior 3 or standing splits. Good. Eventually, the left foot finds the earth. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Take your feet wide, please. And just move around and side to side. Good. Toes anchor out, heels are in. Prop your elbows on your bent knees. Look forward, drop your seat. Relax. You're doing great. Drop your hips down. So this can feel big sensations. It also should feel like a stretch. I add this in because it helps widen through the pelvis and obviously the groins and hips, but really to lengthen the back. So if you're rounding here, you're going to really miss out on what this should be. And that's why a prop under the booty should be really nice, all right? You're getting there. You're doing great. One more breath. Good. You can either fold forward or you can press down to rise. If you're folded forward, come all the way up. Arms are up. Walk the toes in. Take a breath. Lift up. Good. Hands come to the heart. Step the feet in. Here we go. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, swan dive down. Breathe in, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good. So you'll step your right foot back. And so you can either step back into plank and move through vinyasa or move to downward dog. I'm going to wait here for you. When you're ready, that left foot will come forward and your right foot will be back. Take a deep breath in and out. Good. Then we're going to pivot the back heel down and we're going to open to warrior 2. Good. I want to face you, so I'm going to turn this way. Warrior 2, my friends. Good. Take a breath. All right, so we'll straighten the front leg. The arms will reach up overhead. Big breath. And then we'll exhale. We'll drop back down. Good. We're going to reverse. Left arm reaches behind the ear. Big breath. Exhale. Come back to warrior 2. Again. Inhale. Reach it up. Exhale. Back to warrior 2. Inhale. Straighten the leg. Lift up. Good. Exhale. Arms go wide. Reach the left fingertips forward, pause. Good. The left hand goes down, right hand comes to the hip. Breathe, take a breath. Good, so you can stay right here, pulling the belly in, the front ribs are in, right? Take a breath here. Or you could go deeper into triangle. Good. Find your breath. Pull the belly in deeper. One more. Good. Soften your front knee. Come back to warrior two. Good. All right. Reverse inhale. Exhale back to warrior two. One more time. Reverse. Back to warrior two. The left forearm comes down to the top of the left thigh. Right? The right arm can come, hand to the hip. Pull your chin in, drop it deeper. If you want to make this deeper, the arm could reach up. The left hand could go down. Take a breath, pull the belly in. So you want to feel long here. Arm could reach over the ear. One more deep breath here. Good. All right, so we're going to come all the way back up to warrior two. Press down to rise. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach up. Exhale, left toes turn in. Exhale, fold. Good. Take a few breaths here, moving side to side. Relax your jaw. Good. Next time, make sure that left foot, you'll pause, and you're going to turn all the way around to face the front of your mat. Make sure that you're on training tracks here and breathe. Good. All right, so we're going to hop that back foot in. Good. Take a breath here. Inhale, halfway left, and then exhale, fold. Nice deep breaths. So use this to traction your low back as well. So you're pushing down your feet, you're engaging your quads, you're smoothing the breath. So we'll take this left hand, you can bring on a block in front of the foot, inside the foot. You know, always it could be higher, wherever you are. And then we'll bring our right hand to our hip. Good. And we'll just begin to open. Nice big breath here. And you can have a little bend in the left knee, right? So wherever you are, to feel open and bright here. Feel the reach at the top of the head to the tailbone. Good. A couple more breaths here. Good. And then slowly we'll bring it down. Take a breath. And then stepping into that left foot, letting that right leg reach back behind you, pushing the heel away. So this is a closed chain movement. The one we just did is open chain. The hips were open, which is what ardha chandrasana is. You can stay here. You could play with warrior three, closed chain balance. Ooh, my left leg is talking. Or standing splits. Take a breath in it. And eventually your right foot's going to come and meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Separate your feet one more time. Sway around side to side. From the center, take a breath in. And exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way up to stand this time. Just reach up, feet are wide still. Big breath, star. Hands are wide. Hands will come to your heart, your toes will face forward, and then we'll walk our feet in. Good. Nice deep breath. All right, so we're gonna start to move into ardha chandrasana. All right, here you go. Inhale, arms reach up, big breath. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Stand into your right leg, let your left knee come up into your chest. Take a breath. So when you're here, I want you to push your hips slightly forward. Take a nice deep breath here. One more. Now move your left leg out to the side and find tree. It's all part of moving into ardha chandrasana. Good. Standing leg, squeeze your butt. One more breath. Good. Release your left foot down. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Nice deep breath here. All right. So we're going to step to the middle of our mat. From your Tadasana, if you have a prop you like to use, like a block, you would bring it towards the top of your mat. If you don't sweat it. It's all right. Okay? From your Tadasana, take a breath in and out. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Good. So from your fold, you're going to step your right hand forward, and it can be on the ground to start, or you could have it on your block, whatever you like. Take a deep breath. Good. We're going to lean into it. So I'm going to grow you into this pose. I'm going to step into my right foot, and I'm going to let my left leg push back behind me, and then roll my hip open. Ardha chandrasana. So my right leg is just wiggling about. My toes want to turn in. You can play with putting the toe down, left toe down, and then lifting it back up. Looking at the screen is really hard, my friends. But you can point the heel, and point the toe, or push the heel. Left arm could reach up overhead, but wide in the hip space. So you want to feel open through the front of the hips and open through the chest. Good. Practice a little bit longer here. And again, you can play with like lifting up and out. Rolling the hip open, dropping the toe down, rolling it open. Take another deep breath here. Squeeze your butt. Good. And then bring it all the way down. Left toes down, next to the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause. Good. So we'll steady into the left foot. We'll come up onto the right toes. We'll pull the right knee into our chest. Take a breath. Pull your right knee out to the side and find tree. Find tree. Good. It's all right. Remember, we're coming from that space of feeling bright and connected, big and bright. And you will come back in, and exhale, it will come down. From the center of your mat, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, float down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. So we'll start on the left side. So the left hand can come to the block or to the floor. The tailbone is long. Left toes, left shin, left knee is facing forward. Right leg reaches up. Bring your right hand to your hip. So you are practicing. You're practicing a lot of parts here. You're opening, you're rolling that right hip open, 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 while keeping the left knee forward. Woo! Another great way to practice this is with your back up against a wall. Look at me with my hand against the wall, the door frame. Not cheating. Take a breath. Good. Find your breath. Go bigger. Lovely. Good job. Good. Slowly bring it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. From the center of your mat, step your feet wide apart. Toes anchor out. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Drop down into your squat. Pull the knees apart, lengthen the tailbone. Pull the chin back. Move your head gently side to side. Good. 2 more cycles of breath. Good. And then you're going to tip forward, you're going to round forward so the hands come down. And then you're going to walk your toes slightly in, but they're still anchored out a bit. And then if you can, you're going to walk your arms forward and maybe come up onto your toes. When I come up onto my toes, I'm going to round my spine even more and drop my head. This is a really great way to traction the low back. If you can't find heels off the ground and head low and arms forward, then you work with what you've got. You just round in. You absolutely could be sitting on a block here. 2 more breaths. Last one. All right, so slowly let's come down to our belly, or to our back, excuse me. So you'll stretch your feet wide to the edges of your mat, and you're gonna come all the way down to the floor. Once you're on your floor, feet are wide, arms are gonna be overhead and wide. So you're in like a stargazer, right? Really big pinnacle. Pull the belly in. Take a few breaths, feeling kind of flattened out here. 1 more deep breath. Good. So let the legs narrow. Bring the left knee into your chest and give it a hug. And then let yourself twist to the right. So we'll find a nice twist to the right. Nice way to kind of open up that low back again. Left arm is out in a cactus shape. Open up that chest, find your breath. Good. Back to the center. Left knee pulls into the chest. Breathe in and out. Good. Right knee comes in, left leg down. Take a breath. Pull the knee across the midline. Right arm reaches out into a cactus shape. Make sure you feel wide across your front body. Settled into your upper back. Belly is in. Good. 1 more deep breath. Rolling back to the center, pulling the knee back into your chest. Pulling the left knee into your chest. Pulling your nose in towards your knees into a tiny shape. Moving around a little side to side. And the head will come down. The feet will lift up. Point and flex your feet. Take a few breaths here. Feet are up. Head is low. Breath is soft. And then slowly you'll bring your legs down to the earth. And you can stretch the legs out nice and wide to the edges of the mat, or you could have the feet on the ground. Arms overhead or on your belly. But you're choosing a shape that's in full service of you. Right? That's in full service of you. Allow yourself to drop down a little deeper, knowing that you can stay here for as long as you need to. Swallowing to relax the muscles of the throat. letting yourself really begin to settle into a simmer. The practice is always available to you, regardless of any circumstances, situations, or mindset. It's still here. So as we move through the practice every day, whether it's live or on recording, as you're building your own awareness of the benefits of home practice, you're allowing yourself to know these things from the inside out so they become more accessible to you as a transferable skill. Effort and surrender, grit and grace, right? Camaraderie, friendship. Take a deep breath here. So you're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you're able. I always encourage that. You can stay where you are, and if you stay in Shavasana, I'll turn your video off for you, or you can do that now. Otherwise, you can come up to your comfortable seat. Remember, this is your practice for you. You do what feels right for you. If you've chosen to come to this comfortable seat, you'll roll your shoulders around a bit and our head from side to side. Then we'll turn our head in a circle one direction one time, and then the opposite way. Good. And then we'll let our hands come to rest at our hearts, and we'll take a deep breath in and we'll hold it at the top. Like me, sees and honors the light in each of you. Thank you all so much for your practice and your time. Namaste. Namaste. So I will see you either tonight